Right guys, well, welcome back to another one here on the channel. For once I'm not sat at my desk or in my car. I'm in Greece. It was about time I had a break. I think you've seen it from the title. I did sell my business. I'm just gonna be sitting down talking to you while I sold it, because I had it for 3 years. It's the first business that did well for me. What parts of the business I sold, because I didn't actually sell the business as a whole, and what my steps are going forward. Hopefully that cockerel doesn't get annoying. Hopefully you enjoy. You've enjoyed what's come of the plates. It's definitely brought a lot of interest for me, both financially. It's done me well, and it's taught me a lot of things in the world of business, which I can hopefully take going forward. So my business, Y3S Plates, I started it in 2020. I bought a random number plate just to see what would happen. Sold it, made quite a good profit, and I grew it to the business that it was, or what it is today. Not only did I buy and sell private plates, I also made plates as well. So like 3D gel, 4D, even flat plates. I did supply it to traders, so people wanted to customize their car. You name it. Anyone with a car, that was my customer base. Like I said, I did it for 3 years, so it did do me well. Why did I sell it? It seems a bit backwards because the business hadn't slowed down. In fact, we're going into summer, so it was starting to pick up. What my problem is, and it doesn't seem right to most people, but it makes sense to me. I was getting a bit too comfortable. I didn't feel like I had a drive anymore, and I missed the whole rush of like building a business from like the very first day, not knowing if it's going to do well. Like Y3S Plates was my first thing that ever did well, building it up to what it could become, and I just missed that rush. And Y3S Plates, yes, it wasn't the biggest in the plate world, but it was big, and I was proud of what I built. But my drive was gone. Like I said, I've become almost a bit too comfortable. I wasn't really pushing for the next thing, and I think that's a trait that I didn't want to have. So I could have kept the business on the side or carried on pushing it to the next thing, but then I was adding it up, and 3 years of being in the same industry non-stop, number plates. It's fun. I probably should have kept it, but it was time to move it on. So it doesn't really make sense. It's been about 3 weeks to a month since I sold it. This has been the first time I've been able to rest in like 2 years. I haven't been non-stop, but like any single thing that I thought of has been to do with plates. Any business that I've had, I've always had plates in the back of my mind, and that business hasn't had really time to flourish because I knew the plates would support it. I just thought, do you know what, get rid of plates. It's upsetting because it's, as I keep saying, it was 3 years that I built, so I had a connection to it, but it was just time for something new. So yeah, I did sell it. What part of it did I sell? Because if you go on Instagram, Y3S Plates is still there. It's not being used anymore, and I haven't sold the business specifically. What I have sold is all the equipment to make the number plate. So I gave that to someone else who's hoping to do well, and I wish them all the best. I put it all up on my Instagram, and then 6 hours later someone drove 3 hours down to pick it all up, which just shows the power that Y3S Plates had. And I don't know, that's not something you can just like grow overnight. So that was a bit upsetting. It was like a wake-up call to me to see like, wow, like I have built some sort of quite like a strong page. But yeah, I sold the making of the plate side. I'm selling all my private plates for cost price, which if you followed me over the years, my plates sell quick. So for me to sell them at cost price, it's a great opportunity for anyone who's hoping to get into the market to either sell it as a profit or keep it for themselves. And then the actual business side of things, so Y3S Plates, the name, the website, everything, the brand, I'm keeping that. I don't have any plans of it as of now, but because it's the first business that did well for me, I don't want to let it go. And I know in like the business world, you shouldn't get attached to things, and that is such a backwards thing for me to think, but I just couldn't give it to anyone. I think the time that I put into it and the passion that I put into it, I couldn't just let it go. So yeah, after 3 years, I'm no longer in the plate game, which is upsetting. It is upsetting, but I don't know what's coming next. I think I'm going to focus on buying and selling cars. That has been quite fun. It's been good for the channel because you get to see a lot of new cars. It's been good for me because I get to tick off a lot of cars that I want, and if I make some profit at the end of it, I'm not going to say no. So I think as of now, that is going to be my priority until I make the new business. I'm not sure what it's going to be, and to be honest, I'm trying to relax. I'm trying to just not think of what my next step is. Because a big problem that I've always had, I've always wanted the next thing. I've never been able to just sit back and enjoy what I have. So me being away in Greece is a nice time for me to just relax, take in what's happened over the last 3 years, and plan my next move to an extent. Just enjoy what I've done, but then when I come back to England, hopefully I can hit the ground running with some sort of plan. I just want to thank everyone for all the support over the last 3 years, whether you've watched the video, followed the plate page, bought a number plate, whatever. It has all meant so much to me, and it's been a bit of an emotional ride, but I've done it once. I can do it again. I can take any things that I learned with that business and take it going forward and improve on things. So yeah, thank you all. Like and subscribe, comment your thoughts, any suggestions, any improvements. Hopefully I'll see you again.